Welcome back. This is not a part of my lectures. I just want to let you know that today I'll be talking about my habit with caffeine and being off caffeine for 23 days. Here is my phone. 23 days and 6 hours. No caffeine at all. Actually, I had two chocolates. I had two chocolates and I had chocolates on my table and I woke up and took a bite of two dairy milk chocolates. It was good, but I cheated. So I'm going to go another 2 months without caffeine and eventually do it for a whole year. But the benefits one moment. The benefits I've experienced over the past 23 days. I now wake up from bed like I've slept more. I feel much more aware. I feel better. I no longer wake up in the morning feeling grumpy and thinking about coffee for the first thing. I also have much more sleep within me. I felt like I slept like a lion. I feel like a lion. I feel much better. My teeth are not getting stained as much anymore. I feel much more leveled out in energy. I feel as though I've overcame the caffeine addiction. I used to drink coffee 5 days. 5 times a day. I used to drink. Usually I'd go overboard and drink another 3 Red Bulls on top of that. And because I drank so much coffee, I drank 5 coffees every single day for 3 years. And without having coffee, I feel much more better. Personally, I don't have to keep getting up to make a coffee. I don't have to keep sitting down to drink coffee. I don't need a buzz to lift me up, to give me that energy high after a coffee. I don't have a need for it anymore. I go to a nightclub and I don't even drink a Red Bull at all because I'm on a caffeine diet. I don't have alcohol as much anymore. I feel much better. I feel much more energized. I feel I'm running on my own energy right now. Also, I better handle my situations personally. I feel much more myself, that I don't need a drug to help me to help me get high, throughout the day and then exhausted feel exhausted later on in the afternoon. And also it's a better overall life when you have overcame that addiction of drinking coffee, because coffee is one of the biggest drugs in the world that's used today. It's the number one drug in the world. 90% of humanity in the world today drink coffee as their number one choice of stimulant. And I am so glad that I am now in the top 10% in the world who is not a coffee drinker, because I can now see benefits. I feel much healthier. I've lost weight. I haven't weighed myself, but I've lost weight. I can feel it. I was consuming 204 calories a day just by eating the sugar in the coffee, because I would pour 3 sugars in my coffee and each teaspoon of sugar has 16 calories in it. So that will come after 5 coffees a day. It comes down to 240, 200, 204 or 240 calories a day, and over a week it's about 1,600 calories just by drinking coffee. In a year's time, I would cut down my weight 12 kilograms. In 20 years' time, I would have cut down my weight by 20 times 12. So 100 something kilos I would have cut down in in my life due to being off coffee. But overall, I feel much better. I feel much more of a man right now. I feel heaps alive, but also aware, and it's smooth. Everything's smooth. I feel much more present. I don't need a drug to get me high like coffee. And I just feel better. I feel better. Also, knowing that I can sleep better, which from personal experience, I've gained over the past 23 days. Over the on the 14th day, I was still a bit fatigued, but in the first 14 days, I pushed myself to go walk and to go swim. For the first, I kept to my schedule. I was in my schedule, and I just felt as I was doing my schedule, I had no time to drink coffee because I kept on sticking to my schedule. And because I stuck to my schedule, I had things to do, which means I wasn't sitting down. And because I was doing things, my mind was off the caffeine and the coffee. And also, it was my New Year's resolution to quit coffee because it just, I've seen the benefits of other people that wrote that coffee is without coffee is much better life. It's a much better life without coffee. And then I decided to take the chance and to see how my life would be without coffee and caffeine, without caffeine in my life. And honestly, from my heart, I feel much better. I feel more strong. I feel less anxiety. I sleep better. I don't have to worry about cancer. I don't have to worry about my digestive system. I don't have to worry about my immune system. I don't have to worry about blowing up an artery to my heart vessel, or that artery that goes to my heart. Like my grandfather, he died. He was he was a big coffee drinker, and his artery actually popped, and that artery went to his heart. And my grandpa was a coffee drinker, a black coffee drinker, and I believe that coffee caused this. That my grandfather died, and now I just want to get off the coffee because I don't want that to happen to me. But I feel much better. I go toilet less now, heaps less. Maybe once a day, twice a day I go toilet. Before I used to go toilet a lot. Overall, my sleep is much quality. It's better quality. I know now that if I'm up too late, that it's not because of the coffee. It's because I'm doing things, keeping myself occupied, and I know now that I can sleep whenever I want. I don't have to worry about drinking coffee early in the day. I don't have to drink coffee at 8 p.m. and then not go sleep for the whole night. I don't have to worry about coffee at all. I don't have to go to the petrol station to buy Red Bull anymore. 4 Red Bulls for $10. I drink that in 2 days. So I save myself a lot of money there financially. I save myself heaps of money. I can drink just milk now. I can drink milk and my honey. I have honey in the morning as a replacement. I drink honey and hot water in the morning when I wake up. The first thing I do is I go, because my throat is dry, so I have a honey because it's filled with zinc supplement. So it's good for immune system. It's good for heart health now. I'd rather pay $4 and drink honey like this than have a coffee that will destroy my health in the long term. I'd rather have honey that will be beneficial for me in the long term, because zinc is one of the best ingredients for people today, especially men and especially women, especially men, because of testosterone levels. And now, because I drink honey, I'm much more energized. It's another form of sugar. It's actually not white sugar. It's actually better than white sugar. It's an alternative and it's healthier. So, if it wasn't for honey, I would not be able to quit caffeine. So, this is what keeps me occupied now. I have myself a honey and water. I drink as much as I want, doesn't really matter. I don't go over the top. I don't drink over 8 cups a day. I drink 5 cups a day, 4 cups a day, but I know that I'm getting myself zinc. I'm building up my testosterone levels. I feel much better. I feel sweetness, and I love that honey sweetness. Later at night, when I go to bed, I have milk, hot milk, and I have honey with my hot milk. Helps me to sleep better. And if I can't fall asleep, I put a binaural beats on. I put binaural beats. I put 1 hertz, and I just listen and I just fall asleep. Mostly I can fall asleep whenever I want. I sleep. In my first 14 days, I just slept. I slept and done my stuff, but also through the fatigue, I kept on doing things. I kept on doing things. I kept on keeping myself occupied. And even though my father uh, smokes and does drinks coffee, because he drinks coffee, he doesn't. Because as Tony Robbins said, things change when you say I must instead of I should. Well, I must change this. So this is like I've made that decision to be off the caffeine. So it's a must that I must be like this. That's why I changed, because I was doing my schedule. I was being occupied, reading 3 hours a day for 14 days, exercising two and a half hours a day, doing things, doing lectures, and I haven't been doing lectures for the past probably 3 weeks now because I've quit my coffee, but I'm gonna get back into it because of the fatigue. But I've been sleeping also 11 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours during the days because I want to get over this caffeine fatigue that I was experiencing on the third day, second day, first day, 14th day, seventh day, and I feel much better because I've overcome an addiction that I drank. I drank coffee from 18 years old to about 25. So that's 7 years. But I didn't start off with 5 coffees a day. I just seen my father, he drinks coffee, so I decided to drink coffee as well. So I got that from him, but it was my decision to drink coffee. But now I'm glad I'm off it because I feel much better. I feel my body thanking me, personally thanking me for quitting coffee. I don't drink milk as much anymore. Just at night, maybe once a day, I have a cup of milk just for calcium and for for my bones. I have a hot milk with some honey during the night. I'm not worried about cancer at all. My teeth feel healthier right now. I feel much more masculine and I feel much more of a man because I overcame an addiction. And the longer I go, the better I'm gonna feel about myself. The more energy I'm gonna have, and the more I'm gonna be myself in the mornings around people. I'm just gonna be more productive in my daily experience because I'm not sitting down always thinking about coffee when I'm gonna um when the next coffee is gonna come to me. So I just relax, drink honey and milk. I'm also much more hydrated now because I have water every single hour. Every single hour I have water, and I feel the change. The first 14 days I stuck on a water diet and a honey diet, and I actually even just a bottle of water. I drink myself a bottle of water. I drink seven little 600 ml bottles a day, and I feel the difference of being hydrated with water and being hydrated with milk and coffee and caffeine. It's a big difference when you drink coffee, when you drink water and honey instead of caffeine, and then later on, after the 20-day mark, suddenly it's like 10 shoes are on you. 10 shoes, it feels like it, but when you get off it, it won't feel like that for you. You will just, it comes in the form of fatigue. It feels like a brain fog. There's a brain fog. And after the 20th day, it's probably 80% of the brain fog is gone. Is gone totally. 20% is still there, and you just feel much better. You feel much more clear minded in the morning. You feel much more yourself. You don't depend on a drug to give you that boost of energy. You feel less anxiety. You communicate much more happily. You just become better overall when you don't depend on a drug to help fix something in your life. You feel better when you don't look for outside external experiences to help you feel good. And I feel much better because I overcame my coffee addiction, my caffeine addiction. I feel much better. And that's it. Uh, Thank you for watching. This has been my coffee experience for day 23. And I hope you get off the coffee. It's going to better your life. You're going to improve your self-esteem. You're going to improve your confidence. You're going to be much better overall. You're going to have more energy. You're going to sleep better. You're going to go to the toilet less. You're going to be less worried. You're going to have the best sleep. You're going to feel much more hydrated. You're going to start making healthy choices. It's the best. Thank you for watching.